Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me. This isn't my usual time, but there was kind of a lot going on today that just needed to get some stuff taken care of. One of those things being my son wasn't feeling well. Actually, I had him at emergency on the weekend, and we decided, are we going to the doctor? Are we not going to the doctor? I don't know. But anyway, as it turns out, he's starting to feel a little bit better, which is good. And yeah. Oh, and my computer pooched on me. So I'm now using a brand new computer. Apparently I was using my daughter's old computer, which we figured was about 8 to 10 years old. So that computer did not owe me anything at all. Hi Valerie, how are you today? Thank you for joining me at this odd time of day it's not my usual time, obviously. Anyway, I thought I would get started. I just want to remind everyone, if you have bonus day coupons, you need to use them before the 31st of August. Alrighty. So today, it's funny, I'm not really featuring a stamp set, which is odd for me, but yeah, that is like, I don't know, they're not expected to last that long apparently. Oh, shock. Anyway, so this is the Hand Letter Pros, which are really cool dies, which I've made use of in both projects today. And I will show you some of the other goodies that we use, because I'm not going to be die cutting. I've done all the die cutting. I did use, I guess it goes this way, the birch. No. That's not what this is. Wakey, Sandy. This is the brick and mortar embossing folder. I think it's one of the 3D ones because it does seem a little bit thicker than the standard one. So I've used that actually on both projects. Both of them already ready to go. Now, this I did use. So not totally featuring them, but here they are. So birch, I used, it's this big background stamp, and I used it on the card you're about to see. And then it's a birthday card. I have a birthday event coming up on the weekend. So I thought, well, why don't I just make a card right now and do it? That kind of made sense. So it is a birthday card. I'm only using the birthday, this part. And then, which one? Here's to celebrating you. Alrighty. When I use the birch, I used my Stamparatus to stamp it because I wanted it to be darker than I thought. I'm not using the Stamparatus now because, well, I used it on card number 2. I'm going to use it on card number 2, so it's all set up. So the base of our card is, oh, my desk is still wet. Oh no, bad birthday card. Real red, cut at 5.5 by 8.5, and of course scored at 4.25. Just make sure. I was just cleaning my desk. I like to do that right before a video, and I should have made sure it was dry. So this is the brick and mortar, and I've embossed. Which one is this one? Did I use Smoky Slate? I did. I was thinking I didn't use Basic Gray for that, but I did use, I'll show you. This, I actually did a full sheet here, but I thought I only wanted to strip, so I simply, birch would go this way, just cut a 1 inch by 5 3/8, which would be the same width as the paper. Why don't we just glue that on? We'll get that one step out of the way. So just using my Tombow glue. Oh, I also had to get a new phone. Well, I didn't have to get a new phone. It was time to get a new phone, so in my mind I had to. But my son's happy because he got my old phone. It always works out, you know? All right, let's stamp the sentiment. I did. Okay, as mentioned, this is our happy birthday stamp from, did I even say the name of it? I don't remember. Perennial Birthday. But I only want birthday. So I got lazy Usually what I would do is I would cover this part in Scotch tape, but I didn't. I just used my poor old sheet here of grid paper that I'm still using for scrap. I basically just covered it up. And why not, you know? Alrighty. And fold it so we don't get that on everything today. This is going to be die cut, so it's just a matter, it doesn't matter if it's crooked, in other words. Yeah. Yeah, oh, okay, well, I stamped too hard. Oh, shock. But you know that it's going to be, or it already is, die cut using the stitched rectangle dies. Had to think about that for a second. So I have a feeling I'm going to get ink on myself, so off to the side. All right, now getting back to what I was featuring, the hand-lettered prose dies. So what I did is I cut them in real red, and then, if I can find, watch, I've lost the Y. It's just Happy Birthday. And then I die cut them again in black, and I offset it ever so slightly, and I don't know if you can see that. So everything is, I put the red just a slight bit this way so it would look kind of like there was a shadow. And because I'm just being such a nice girl today, I didn't want you to sit here and watch me glue this. It didn't actually take long. All I did was, I knew I was going to do it on an angle, so I did him on an angle. But I left the letters in place as each of them was going on. So I already had everything here, did that letter, did that letter, did that letter, and wanted to make sure the spacing was good. And it worked out perfectly, so I'm happy. So this, by the way, this is one of the stitched nested labels dies. And there we go. That makes me happy. And again, that's okay, I didn't say that actually. That's in basic gray. I love those two colors together. Like, I just thought, eek, I like it. Oh, you do have everything. Oh, awesome. I wonder if you have, wait for it, sneak peek. I wonder if you have this. Ooh. This is brand new. This is a sneak peek from the holiday catalog. And this is the scalloped edge ribbon in black, clearly. So I'm just going to cut a piece. I'm actually just going to line it up right here. I thought about putting it underneath the birch piece, but I decided against it because it was lumpy and I didn't want that. If I was popping that up, I would have done it that way. Oh, you know what I do have. Okay, sorry about the noise. Too funny, too funny. I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to do a live today, because, you know, when everything just kind of like tumbles and it's just like, just take a breather, everything's good, it's all good, it's all good, not nice. Anyway, so you're kind of helping to make my day. There we go. So little glue dot on each end and then right across. Now that's going to, I didn't have to do the center because it's going to be covered up mostly. Where did I, right here. Always not too far away. So we're going to pop it up on dimensionals, of course. Very much. You know, you can get the ribbon as of September 4th. So it's not too far off, but it's just really, it's not as thick as I thought it would be, which is good. I didn't, you know, I don't want my ribbon to be too thick. And I almost missed it because it's kind of in the Halloween section. Oh, like the one die that the one embossing folder that I did the sneak peek on last week was also in the Halloween section. So be sure to check out the Halloween section because there's some good stuff there. Alrighty, popping this up. Yeah, I'm popping it up before I put it on. And I'm deciding where this is going to go. Well, I kind of already know. Kind of. That looks centered to my eyes. Popping this up too. Now, one thing I wasn't sure of, because I already have red on there, and the base is red, right? I was deciding just to put it on like that, because then you can see the black, you can see the gray. My original thought was I had cut this, and then I thought, nope, that's like covering up too much of the word. And I also had it in black. So, you know, demonstrators are like everybody else. We go through, how are we going to do this? How's it going to look the best? So anyway, I've decided apparently on nothing. Oh, I got rid of so much ribbon. It's like, well, as a demonstrator, I'm not using, you know, older ribbon. So yeah, I got rid of it. Okay, good. I'm happy. When Sandy's happy, everybody's happy, right? Oh yeah, that's the part you know, it's funny. Sometimes I write cheat notes because I can't always remember the names of things. And I missed the part about, hi, I'm Sandy, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canada. There, now I said it. I don't think I actually have to, but it's kind of nice to know, because if someone's all excited going, ooh, I'm going to order that from her, and then you find out they're from the States, no can do, you know? So I put on the Tombow, and just going to lay that down, and wiggle that, because that moved, and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle that way. Now, you know what I was thinking? I could have used snail to hold that down, but I still have to use the glue dots from the back. Oh, wow. Oh, really? Cool. Wow. You inherited all that. Good stuff. Wow. Nice. Alrighty. And we know that word's happy, right? We also know that I put all the dimensionals down here. So that should work. We have to pop it up with 2 because we're already popped up. I mean, you know what? I think I'm going to have to double pop it. Double pop it. It's not going in the mail. It's my daughter's boyfriend's birthday on the weekend, and although I'm at a conference all day and I'm going to be all tuckered out, you know, because I'm not as spring of a chicken as I used to be, I'm still going to make an appearance. Like, there we go. There we go. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like that. You know what? I think that'd be perfect. You know, it's got color, got a little bit of this and that, got some texture. There we go. Card number 1. I shall show you the inside. How does that sound? Which I don't always do, but I thought if I don't do it now and I'm busy all week, there we go. So here's to Celebrating You. And I took another piece, and this is 1/2 inch off of that same full sheet that I did, and just cut another piece off. I think it goes that way actually. And then I thought that was a nice little addition to the inside of the card. So there we go. Card number 1. Card number 2 I've done a ton of prep on, because again, wait, don't want to stick that. You know, I'm just worried that I'm going to put that right into the black ink. So same thing, but I'll show you the work that my goodness, I have lazy English. Okay, so what I've done, this is one of our note cards. It comes in the package, note cards in envelopes. And it's a perfect little size because this is, well, for a baby. So it's going with the baby gift, which I will post here. I just can't yet because I don't want my, let's see. My nephew's wife, I don't know how that works, you know, family-wise. I don't want her to see the gift yet. So I will post it after the fact because, yes, I made it. So what I did is, these come pre-scored, which is great. So I just used my bone folder and made it nice and flat. This is Whisper White, also done, put through the Big Shot using the brick and mortar. I like it in white. And then this piece is one of, out of the Perennial Essence Designer Series paper, and which I die cut using one of the stitched nested dies. There we go. For some reason, I'm going to put the word label in there. And then I thought, I've already die cut the letters, and I did these, it says baby. I did these in Balmy Blue. And then I went, yeah, I don't want to just put them on top. So I decided I would die cut the word. So this is how this part's done. So I die cut all the letters. So I had the dies on top, but because it's just one B, I actually had a second die cut B that I put here as it's like a little place saver, whatever, space saver. No, that's not right. Whatever it is, and then just die cut again. So just put it through again. I also added, because I must use it, because I just, I think I talked about this last week. I love it. I do love it. And it's the silver metallic thread. And to keep it from being ombre, getting all over the place, I just put a glue dot up top. So stay. All right, so I wrapped that around a whole bunch of times and then adhered it to the back and then adhered the white. And then this is popped up on dimensionals. So you want to bet there are a ton of dimensionals under here holding everything down. And then for the letters, I'm simply going to glue them and they're going to go straight down inside. So you get to see that exciting part because it's a shorter word than happy. Not by a bunch, mind you, but hey. And I did leave this purposely cut out like that. And you'll see why. One, because I put the pieces in the recycle before I realized that, hey, I wonder if I need that. So, we improvise. We always improvise, don't we? We make things work. So anyway, just sliding these in. Now this is doubled up as well. So making them fit right inside. In you go and down. So if you see it, it's raised, but this is raised higher. So it still has the whole 3D thing going on, which I think is pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. Alrighty, well, we might as well just start over here. So this definitely made it a lot quicker. Again, you don't want to watch me die cutting. It's really, you just put it through the machine. Not that exciting. I also wondered about the color, and you have to know that I tried the colors that were on the paper, and Balmy Blue was one of them, and I decided that looks good. Oh, and the baby is a boy. I think he's about a month old. I haven't seen him in person yet, so I'm very excited to see him tomorrow. Very excited, first time. I love baby showers because they're fun. And then of course making the cards, well, that's fun too. So there we are so far, but this is the part where I'm going to bring out the Stamparatus. I apologize for the glare. I've already put the word on, and I thought this was just so cute. The welcome. So it's baby welcome. But I'm going to do welcome 3 times. And I was testing out colors and to make sure that everything's good. Get the right. Yes, you know what? It's kind of funny because I had the P in my hand. And I'm like, that doesn't look right. I had the D in my hand, and I'm like, no. Okay, I'm using Pretty Peacock, by the way, and then I'm like, oh, got it. All right, so I'm repeating this. So this is why I'm using the Stamparatus. I don't know about you, but I can't stamp straight. So to take the plate out, it was in here, down, and if it didn't stamp properly, no biggie, because we can stamp again. Anyway, then I just moved the hinge down. So let's pretend I inked that up, or I forgot to ink it up, and it's like, oh no, that's too light. Well, just ink it up and do it again. That's what. Now the one thing with this is, because this is so little, you really do want to be careful. And pick it up again and down. I love this for repeating words. The Stamparatus, it's pretty darn cool out that way. Ta-da! Alrighty, so now I can take that off. My ink pads are really quite juicy, so I'm just gonna let that dry for a second. New. Yep. Well, you know what? And I figure if I take one letter off at a time, look at it, look where it was, and it kind of made sense because the A was here and then the B was really close. So when I was down here looking at the P, it was like, no, you're in the wrong spot. I forgot to get my punch out. So this is the tailor take, and between this and the Oh, the triple banner punch. These are the two that I'm using a lot. Now, I can make this quicker by just taking a little piece off. Just a little piece. And backing out. Now, in case anyone hasn't received my newsletter, well, if you're not on my newsletter list, you're not receiving my newsletter, FYI. So if you do want to receive my newsletter, then just let me know. Alrighty. I think I just want to do the one. I like that. And I like the fact that it was hard for me, because to me, these colors don't go together, but I really liked it, you know, in a kind of weird way. So I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm going for it. So this time I'm going to put them on using the mini, the little ones. And I should, let's see, don't put anything behind the M and the E. Let's see if I remember that when I get there. Anyway, yeah, sometimes I have to remind myself to step out of my comfort zone and use colors and textures and all that, you know, I might not normally. I think that's just perfect. Okay, that's where I want it. And I did not put those there. Yeehaw, the little dots. Also, if you don't have a holiday catalog and you want one, I will get one into the mail to you in the next couple of days, so let me know if you need one. And also that I have classes. I'll put my, I don't have it now. I was trying to get my computer, although it's brand new and it worked. When I moved it into my craft room, it went, yeah, no, I'm frozen. I'm like, no, it was kind of like the nightmare of my other computer. So coming back to me. So I just want to make sure that's straight. It is. And anyway, so I didn't have time to put all my usual stuff. So I will put my blog on there so you can then look at the classes and such. Alrighty, so there's my baby card. What do you think? I know the colors are, well, look, this color, the Pretty Peacock actually is in here, but I just wasn't sure about this and that, the balmy blue and that, but again, why not? And I think that's just the perfect size for a baby card. I'm not saying a lot, it's the gift, right? All right, so let's bring in, so, oh, there it is. I'm like, where is it? That's our 2 cards from today. So, what do you think? Considering how long it took me to think of this, oh, so cool. Thank you, Valerie, you're so sweet. Thank you. Seriously, if you, well, I'm not going into all the details of today, but man, oh man, it's all good. That's all I can say. I have to say that the resolution on this new computer is like, wow. Anyway, that's it for today. Whew, I realize it's late. Thank you again for tuning in at this late hour. Well, late for, it's almost 7 o'clock here in Ontario. Anyway, there's my cards. And again, thank you for watching. Oh, now on my new phone, let's see if I can, oh yeah, I can reach. I'm like, where's the buttons? It's kind of funny. I know, I'm just such a nerd when it comes to, oh, thank you. When it comes to electronics. I was thinking I'd maybe put some bling on. I'm uncertain. I'm uncertain. I know, usually I know. So I'm like, eh. What's that? He worked at our local thrift store. And, oh, you know what? I actually volunteer at a local thrift store. Small world, eh? Anyway, that's it for today. Got a motor on and I haven't even made supper, but yay. Anyway, thank you again, and we will see you next Tuesday, hopefully at 10 a.m. again. Okay, bye-bye.